How to install a recessed garden deck spotlight. Difficulty level 2 hammers. Recessed spotlights are practical and add to the safety and attractiveness of your deck. For your own safety, make sure you install them according to the instructions. You will need recessed spotlights, a roll of red TPC sheath, and 3-core rigid industrial U1000 R2V cable. You will need a hole cutter, a set of Allen keys, an electrician's cable knife, wire cutters and wire strippers, a hammer drill, some crosshead screwdrivers, and a small electrician's screwdriver. Switch off the power supply at the fuse box before carrying out any work, and use a meter to check that the power is off. The external power supply. The electrical power supply for your external electric lights will come from the main fuse box. Connect your new electrical circuit to the box via a 30 mA RCD. From this device, connect one or several cables according to your needs, which should in turn be protected by a 10 amp circuit breaker. You must include the switch and the mandatory earth rod. The concrete deck. If your deck is made of concrete, it is better to prepare the installation before laying the concrete slabs. To accomplish this, you should install the cylindrical spotlight holders. Connect them up using electrical cable. Draw a line from the house to the first spotlight and align the top of each holder with the finished level of the deck, using a little cement around the base. When you lay the concrete base, it will settle around the spotlight holders and you should leave it to dry for 3 weeks. After this, all you have to do is lay your tiles or slabs. Once the deck has been finished, the spotlights will brush the surface. Make sure you allow for the thickness of adhesive used to lay tiles or slabs on the concrete base when you calculate the height of the finished surface. A wooden deck on ledger boards. If your deck is made of wooded slats resting on ledger boards, you can feed the sheathed electrical cables under the wooden slats in the space created by the ledger boards. However, you should dig a groove underneath the base of each cylindrical holder to allow the electrical cables to pass underneath. To do this, you need to unscrew and remove the wooden slats to have access to the concrete base of the deck. A wooden deck on joists. When the wooden slats are resting on joists, there should be enough space underneath the slats to accommodate the spotlight cylindrical holders. Continue installing the spotlights, simply feeding the electric cable through and fitting the spotlights into circular cutouts in the wooden slats made with the hole cutter. Taking the spotlight apart. Using an Allen key, remove the 4 screws securing the lens cover. Then, remove the bulb holder, held in place by 2 crosshead screws. Cutting out the recess. The top of the cylindrical spotlight holder is inset into a 100 mm diameter recess. Position the center of the hole cutter in the middle of the wooden slat and cut out the hole. Where your deck slats are installed on ledger boards, place the circular offcut on the concrete base of the deck. Unscrew the wooden slat to cut out the space for the base of the spotlight. Electric cable ducts. Where the wooden slats are attached to joists, you can easily feed the electric cable underneath the floor. The 3-core cable 20 cm beyond the TPC sheath. Strip 15 cm of outer insulation from the cables and then remove the insulation from the end of each cable. Pass the cable through the cable clamp and then tighten the retaining nut to ensure the joint is waterproof. Making the connections and assembling the lights. Connect the ends of each cable to the bulb holder. Move the wires so that they fit around the base of the cylinder. Then attach the holder by its 2 fixing screws and insert the light bulb. Replace the lens cover screws and put the spotlight back into the recess, allowing the base of the lens cover to rest on top. Multiple spotlights. If you want to install several spotlights, you must also install a power supply in parallel. You should choose a spotlight model which has 2 entry points with a cable clamp in the base of the cylindrical holder. All you need to do now is switch on the electricity supply and check to see that the lights work. When night falls, a few lights will add life to your deck and show off its beauty.